Hey, Mike, how you doing?
We back. We
All
back.
right. I'm holding the mic like this because Brian's claiming he can't hear me when it's on here, so I'm more comfortable this way anyway. If they're doing stand-up, don't say the fact that I'm oh, God.
Double fisted it.
What did we end up naming this thing? Ball breaking with Mike and Steve.
Yeah, ball
all right.
breaking
I
Mike
hope
and
that's
Steve.
not misleading and it don't push you to break my balls even more than he generally does, but
It's good for you. It builds character.
yeah, I
it really
appreciate
does.
it, buddy. But happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yes.
Bri,
Really
happy
good.
Thanksgiving. Hope both of your holidays were great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I'm still stuffed from all the turkey I ate.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What about you,
yeah.
buddy? How was
Popeyes was amazing.
was it?
They never let you down. It was great.
Really?
It was really good.
You would do it again?
I'm going to do it again. Definitely.
So what is it? It's a meal for how many people?
Well, we got a meal for four people, which was great because of the COVID. I didn't have to invite the cousins I really don't like and all of that extra stuff. It was great. It was great.
So wait, it's curbside pickup. You walk in, you pre-order it online.
Yeah, pre-ordered online. Curbside pickup. I went, picked up everything, brought it home.
It's crazy how like some businesses are like taking off in the midst of this whole mess.
Yeah,
Corona mess.
There's a bunch of them that have really taken off. Trying to think, like my golf course job, we're packed. Golf was
Even this time of year.
it's slowing down now, but like the golf business was like kind of shaky, and we got a boom right now that like they haven't seen since Tiger was like at his peak. When Tiger was at his peak, they like built a shitload of golf courses, and that's like what's happening. They're not building a lot, but like interest in golf is high.
Wow.
Can I ask you a question about golfing? A little off topic.
No,
I know
you
it's
can't.
Brian's day gig. He works at a
Okay,
golf
I don't know
course.
nothing about golfing,
There
so
you
y'all got
Yeah,
the
go
money.
ahead, shoot.
Real quick. I went to two bars over the course of the summer with they were located. The restaurants were located at golf courses. I didn't know this was a thing. This is the question I have. Is it generally known that hot, attractive young women work at golf courses? They're all over the place. They're all over the place.
So it wasn't Tiger's fault. He was set up. It was the system.
No, is that like a universal people that they're aware of that?
Yeah, man. I mean, usually it's like any type of like service industry, like waitress or something like that. Like they always hire good-looking girls.
So golf is generally a rich man's game? Is it because there's money, or is it just a job? I mean,
well, what do you mean as far as the girls working there?
yeah, I just couldn't wrap my head around. I'm just like, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this because I was with a girl when I went there. but I'm just saying, it's like, what the hell are all these hot young girls at this restaurant in the middle of nowhere at a golf course?
Wasn't it a lot of old guys there?
A lot of older men. Yeah.
And that's how they help pay the college tuition.
Yeah, it's usually
Can't knock the hustle.
it's usually like that. There's usually good-looking girls who work, as waitresses there. Or then they have a girl who drives a cart and delivers beer to people. Like she'll drive in the cart around, and you can like order drinks. Usually, that's the more attractive girl who works there.
Yeah, I'm guessing
at
they
that
don't
job.
put the grandmother on that cart.
No,
She's
not usually.
The retired grandmom's not driving that cart. It's usually the young hot girl that works part-time at Hooters. So
I'm going to start playing golf. They bring you beer? Wow.
see, I know for me, I only have time for one craft/hobby, and that's comedy. I'm
not going to be there to be any good with it. I'm going to just lie to her. I think me and Tiger are the same shade. She might think that I can beat somebody. You know what I mean? I might try that. That is all right.
Your wife's
That
watching.
is
Your
all
wife's
right.
listening.
She doesn't care. As long as the check comes home, she don't care what I do after that. She really doesn't. Nope. Doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
Really doesn't matter.
Well, I got a confession. I know I brought it up last time we were all together. I did have carbs and alcohol on Thanksgiving.
I told you what.
I budged. I didn't get out of control. I just did it for 3 days.
The same thing a crackhead said.
It's not.
I just smelled it. I didn't.
No,
smoke
it was a holiday. What am I supposed to do if there's leftovers? And the person that we kind of went into this, the person that cooked it, you don't want to be rude to them. They give you all these containers. You gotta eat the leftovers.
Listen, it's okay
what do
to be
throw
fat. This is America. It's okay to be fat. Don't blame it on rudeness. Like you're not going to do that. You're just going to say you like the carbs. Eat the carbs.
I wouldn't describe my body type as fat, but I mean, you're rightfully your fat. Listen, I am at the point now where
pleasantly plump. That's what.
All right. No, I know I am at the point where if I drop my cell phone, I go to pick it up. I stand like this. I have pecs, but if I go to pick something up off the floor, I got B cup titties. Like, I'm aware that happens now. It just happened in the past 2 years.
You should work at the golf club. You can go. Golf course.
I'd be borrowing a lot of money from my father if I start hanging out at the golf course. You
got B cups. You could go. You make some change out there.
No, I was thinking.
Change. I know what you were thinking. I had to put you straight. Where
God forbid. Bad way to start the second episode.
It's great. It's great. Now they know you got B cups. They learn. They learn things from you.
I'm gonna hire a trainer. Once this corona's
That's
over,
ridiculous. You don't have to hire a trainer. This is what you do. You put on your suit, your little Italian gear, and I'll take you to West Philly. You'll burn all the carbs you need. Stop sign. You'll burn everything you need.
Not that I wouldn't feel. I'm not inquiring that I wouldn't feel safe, but I know what you're trying to do.
Oh, that's nice white people talk, because I wouldn't feel safe. I would let you out. I'm not getting out of the car. I know it's not safe, but it's a cheap way to burn the calories.
Oh my God!
I always wonder about like people like jog downtown and everything where it's safe. You could just take one left down by Temple. I take one left. You can get a jog that'll last forever. You won't have to jog all night. That one stop sign, of fearing for your life, you burn everything you need.
I grew up in South Philly though. I'm not as soft as you think. I grew up in South Philly. I'm not as soft. You think I'm soft. I know you do. You think this is the problem with you. You think that nice guys are bitches.
That's not the truth.
You know from past times of us talking, I have a side of me where you're like, Steve, you're starting to scare me.
You did.
Like you're getting violent. You're talking violent.
You were like
not toward you.
Black. You were a nigga at one point. I saw you at the comedy show. I was like, oh my God. This guy
we don't use that kind of language on the show.
Only when you're black you can. It's not a bad thing. It's every race has their own word that they can use that others can't.
No, but you do. Let's not get off topic here. You do realize that I'm not a bit. I'm like mediocre. I'm not bitch. I'm not like bitch. Like I feel unsafe walking with him. But like if a guy pulled out a gun, obviously I'm gonna run. But a knife, I might like say no, take away, and then crack him. You know, it's like I'm like borderline. You don't know how to handle it. Like I don't care if you have a camera phone and I run.
That's not what we're talking about. It's just that you give off a different image. You come off as such a nice guy
when I'm kind.
You're usually a little too kind, so it makes people think like, I can take his wallet. Like, you know what I mean? And then you switch up into this Italian. See, but all of a sudden your trunk opens up.
There's definitely misleads with that.
Yeah.
Like a couple years ago, I had an opportunity, and I'm not name dropping on nothing. Okay, I worked with a very great headliner. Mm-hmm. Now I'm still an opening act. Okay, I worked with a really great headliner that has accomplished a lot. Been on televisions, done a lot of festivals. Hilarious comedian. I guess because I was kind to him the whole weekend, he didn't realize I'm an Italian dude that was raised on the streets in South Philly. I told you the story, I think, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. So we're at the bar after the last show, and he took some shots at me. Like he went in hard on me, and the owner of the club was there, and this guy started saying that I wasn't shit, and he was drinking, so the booze was talking, but it warmed him up to me, to kind of like the way that you break my balls, but I don't know you. You get what I'm saying? I don't care if you bust my chops, but when you don't know me, and for days prior leading up, you didn't joke, you didn't bust chops, we weren't ball breaking. Now all of a sudden, after all the shows, you're bringing up specific jokes and things I was wearing 2 days This don't sound like you're ball breaking.
He was sizing you up the whole time and waiting to see.
Because I was kind.
Yes, too kind.
So he goes to the bathroom, and the owner of the club sees me steaming. Like, I get red when I get upset. And he's like, Steve. He's like, look, this guy, he's probably mad. He didn't do the best numbers this past weekend. Don't take it personal. You know, I know you're a a good comic. Just let it go in one ear and out the other. So what I said to him is, that's all fine and dandy, but if when he gets out of the bathroom, if I beat the shit out of him, do I lose my opportunity for working for you or end my relationship with you as a club owner and a booker? This is what he said to me. He went, Steve, I have no idea what you're talking about. We're at a bar. We're not at the comedy club.
Yeah, well, you're outside.
So the guy comes back. He starts saying, now you know my day job. I'm a casino manager. I'm not going to say what casino, but I'm wearing my. So he comes back from the bathroom. And he's hot and he's drinking. And he's like, "Come on, handsome. Look at you, all cute guy. Everybody liked the cute guy this weekend. Handsome with your suit, really expensive suit. You know." He's like taking shots at me. And I said, you're starting to make me feel like maybe I'm not fit for this comedy stuff. He's like, well, why would you say that? I said, well, you look at you, fat, out of shape, overweight, no teeth. Any tooth you have is brown. You made so much money this weekend that you're going to probably pay for all our food and drink, right? And you're so famous. People are stopping by trying to take pictures with you. I don't know if I could handle all this attention. It's bullshit. No one knew who he was. She goes, oh, this is good. And because everybody there is laughing now because I'm like getting worked up. He's like, well, where's all this coming from? I said, you want me to refresh your memory? Why don't I put your head through that fucking window? I said. And then I had to calm down a minute because security started coming around. I said, well, guess what? That was the moment, Mike. I'm like, maybe I'm not a bitch. Maybe I...
Let me give you two things.
He probably would have beat the shit out of me. But what did I do right there? What did I do right there, Brian?
I want to show you the confusion. Right before you said you were going to whoop his ass, you used the word dandy. Now, you can't be.
I don't know.
You said the soft line. You can't say dandy and be a gangster at the same time. You got to pick one.
I don't want to be completely quoted on everything. I'm pretty much. I'm summing the night up. What exactly happened? I'm not giving you. I might be a word off. But see how I throw the dandy in there when I'm being hard. That's pretty much. I think I expose who I am. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do the podcast. We're gonna end after 2 episodes. What are we learning here?
You know what I like about Steve? Steve talks talks very proper English until and there's no accent. But as soon as he gets mad, the Italian accent comes in so strong. And now it's like, am I watching The Godfather here? Is this Al Pacino? You just change up real fast.
See, I don't know. I guess I don't notice that about myself. I think I come off very universally Italian American. But I don't know.
But you lose the American when you're pissed. It's straight. It's straight Sicily. Is that what you guys say?
South Philly is what it is.
You're Italian. Do you when you first met me? What was your impression?
Yeah, I'm from Jersey though, but I talked to you for more than 35 seconds. I'm like, oh, he's from South Philly. Just like that. That's
interesting fact.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
It's undeniable. You know what I mean?
Well, what I like about that is I'm unique. I could tell that to my father.
That was a great story. This is
like an intervention right now. By the way.
That was a great story, and you were right for saying that to that guy. But I remember.
No. I feel bad. You can make the argument that I made a threat, even though it ended great.
Yeah, I would say when you tell someone you're going to throw them out a window, that would definitely constitute a threat.
That's kind of a threat. But then you ever say something you realize, oh my God, I don't say things like that. And then the security guard came over, what's wrong? I went, oh, nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. I said to him after I said that to him, nothing's wrong. So we get outside, and I guess the guy thought I was going to fight him. And he's in the street like this. Like he's throwing his fist, he's getting ready to fight me. And I said to him as I'm walking out, I'm like, look, I didn't mean what I said out there. I was angry and upset. I would never fight you right now. I'm wearing $400 pair of shoes. And then I went, all I want you to learn. I said, all I want you to learn from this experience is that I took something from this. That if I ever have the opportunity to be a professional headliner, I will never treat an opener the way you treated me. And he went, oh, don't hit me with that pussy shit. I went, no, this is actually me. Are you calling me a pussy? What the hell's going on here? Do you remember what I said to you back there? I meant that. I was telling the guy, you know?
That's hilarious. But first of all, if this is his stance out there, you should have fought him. It wouldn't have lasted long.
Are you trying to say I got to work on my podcast act outs?
No,
I was just.
What I'm saying is, you have to pick a personality. You're either going to be. You flipped 3 times there. There's a movie called Sybil. If you watch it, you two have a couple things in common. Like that's a little.
I've been told crazy. Before I'm borderline bipolar.
Yeah.
Like split personality. I've been told that before. Not by many people. Only like 26. It's not many, right? I don't know.
That's pretty. But that was a good story. But see, that was that guy antagonized you or whatever. So you were right to say that. But I'm going to tell the other story. Hold on. This other story. This was an old lady. We were at a comedy. We were at an open mic.
No, no.
See, now you can tell. You can tell he's lying already. Because as soon as I said the place, he yells no. No, it's a yes.
Because it's a yes. He bends it. He makes this situation that happened out to be more than it was. Because I'm not a violent bad person.
That's what. If you go to jail, Brian, they all say that.
Brian, this is the thing, Brian. I don't like bullies. All right, you could tell the story.
The 60-year-old lady was bullying you. No. This old lady and her.
Tell the story the way it transpired, and keep in mind we're only like 6 months into comedy. I don't like.
When they start off with excuses, they're definitely the bad guy.
Tell the story. This was years ago. It was a long time.
He's changed. He's gotten better. He did his therapy, and now he's a better guy.
I just don't like bullies.
This old lady was no way she could have bullied you.
I remember
we were at an open mic.
You say the way you remember, and I'm going to say the way
okay,
I remember.
This is for the. I'm going to tell the way the truth goes, and then Steve is going to say.
We're on a podcast, and we want people to like us.
They're going to like me after this.
They'll watch it if they don't like you too.
Well, we're ball breaking, right? We're ball breaking. All right.
We were at an open mic.
This was when we first started out. Couldn't get on stage many places. Much like now, right? I'm going to just keep heckling you as you tell me.
This is actually what happened. She heckled you while you were on stage,
that
right?
It was correct.
It's an old lady. This is bipolar kicking in. He's got his fist on his hip.
Why'd I do that? All right.
And she said something on stage. Now, to tell you the truth, in my opinion, I can't remember the exact words, but it really didn't seem like heckling. What happened was he was in the middle of his joke.
Killing.
And she said something.
Killing, right? They liked me.
They liked you, and she wanted. Some people just like to feel part of the show. Seemed like it was her first night out. She was enjoying it.
So far,
it's a difference in heckling when they're just coming at you, taking. She said something along with one of his jokes,
but the crowd drawed to her.
His rhythm. Yeah, the crowd drawed to her.
And I was new.
And you were new.
I didn't know how to handle it.
So you wanted to put hands instead of jokes.
I started like getting upset, but I was very animated. I do remember that. I started like
that wasn't what did it. You can do that on stage. That's common. It was when you got off. When we got off, because we were actually sitting in the crowd with the people. And as we walked back, she was like, there goes an asshole. There she is right there, talking shit while I'm up there trying to do my jokes. I was like, whoa. We are sitting right behind her. You can't talk to old white people like this. We're in a good neighborhood here.
I don't think I called her an asshole. I don't think I did.
What's the Italian word for asshole? When I Googled it,
I definitely said she was highly inappropriate.
No, it wasn't highly inappropriate.
Something around that. That's what I meant.
It was way worse than that. If we can look up.
This is where he twisted.
Fighting synonyms.
This is where he's breaking my balls, and it's not.
It was really bad. It was really bad. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god. Who is this? Is this Steve Rinaldi?
And I was hot. Like, I was aggravated.
You were red. He had his red face on.
Again, this was years ago, and you came up to me and we went, dude, it's not that serious. You're scaring everybody, he said to me. He said, everybody's scared.
Yeah. So that means it had to be kind of serious.
No.
It had to be kind of serious.
No, he said...
He had his Italian mob suit on.
No. I came from my day job. I came from work.
Had his suit on.
Not mob related. I am not mob.
Dude, when you put on your suit, you definitely look like a mob.
Okay.
It's a mob look. It looked like there's people in your trunk. That's what, not voluntarily.
Sounds like it's like an Italian prejudice. I think I'm hearing.
That's what. I wasn't the only one that said it. Everybody was scared. Everybody was scared.
So definitely, you factor in the suit. At that point in my life, not definitely, but definitely a heavy spray tan. That didn't help. I was moving my hands around a lot, and yes, I was upset because I was killing and at an open mic. The lady probably didn't know what she was doing, messed me up. I made my way past her at the bar, frustrated, but the fact that there was such little amount of people there, it took attention from what was going on, and now there was something else going on. And you were just like, dude, she didn't mean it. She didn't mean it. And then I eventually apologized. And that's where you said it got weird.
Yeah, because
I bought her a drink. I picked up her check. Remember that? I did the...
Dude, you had her scared. She was nervous.
Nah.
She didn't even want to look at you. She didn't even look at you. She was just... I didn't know I was supposed to do this. Did they tell you we weren't allowed? I didn't know we weren't allowed to do these things. And you were coming at her. She was there, and other people were watching. And then to go from that kind of crazy to now you want to pay her bill and buy her another drink on top of it.
Misunderstanding, Mike.
That was a heavy misunderstanding. It was a heavy misunderstanding.
I don't know if I want to post this episode.
But it's good. Black people like that about Italian people. We love that y'all are able to switch it on and off like that. You guys should. We watched all your movies. We bought the DVDs, the VCR tapes before the DVDs. We love Italian people. It's great. You guys were the first gangsters, the first ones, and you did it in great attire.
Thanks for
That's
giving
what
me
we really
something
like.
To be proud of. In
$400 shoes, you can kill that many people. It's great. God. Because you don't know. Black people, we have the hoodies. You know, the hoodies or the white tees or the jeans. You guys do it in such luxury.
How did we drift in this direction?
We really like that. We put that. Black people love Italians. You're our brother from another mother. We love them.
But what did you take of that? What
I took from that is
describe the type of guy I am.
I said I can hang around Steve now.
I had your respect that night.
You earned my respect that night.
What's that say about him?
I said I fucks with Steve now.
What's that say
if something pop off, he won't run. Oh, I know. If something goes down, he won't run. He'll be there. No. I don't like people that are too nice. I don't like that. It makes me think they have another motive.
Like I'm like I wish I could find a happy medium.
You know what it is with you? You know what it is with you?
I just like
you care what people
side and
you care what people think a lot. That's your problem. You care what people think and how you make them feel around you. So then when you're so nice and then someone pisses you off, you can't believe it because you were so nice. Now you jump straight into Hulk mode.
So
now,
where are you? Are you nice or are you bad or where are you for?
This is what
I don't know you as being somebody that steps to people. No disrespect, but I've been around you a lot. You'll just walk by and be like, "I'm not talking to him. He's crazy."
You know what I am? This is what people are when they meet me. I'm very quiet. I don't say no because I know I'm an asshole from the beginning. Not like an asshole like bully people. I'm too short for that kind of work. But I'm like I talk a lot of shit. But that was in my family. That's how we are. We say what comes to mind. We don't do feelings like, "Oh, you hurt my feelings." Like they're your feelings. How the fuck am I supposed to know about your feelings? So and that's how we talk. So I stay quiet. But when people see me, they see the opposite of you. They see a nerd, somebody who's not going to do nothing, kind of like a pushover type of person. That's what I look like. While you don't look like that person, but then when you open your mouth, you sound like that person. That's what happens. That's what happens.
Oh God!
But then when I open my mouth,
topics in my brain. Oh God!
And that's the difference between us. That's what's so funny.
I hope you're having fun. I don't know. This is
but that's great. That's what you should do on stage. You should put that out because that's what happens when you go up there and they see this guy.
What do you mean bring out on stage? I think if you watch my set, there's that.
But I think more of that what you did to that lady.
Oh God!
Bring that on stage.
I did nothing to that woman. It was just a misunderstanding. What do you
listen? People with warrants say those exact words.
This is years and years ago, people. This is like, don't make you. I don't want anybody to.
I remember when we did that show under the tent. We were in Jersey. Remember That one I bombed at, remember?
Oh, in the summer. This past summer, yeah.
You did that. You were that other guy.
Which one?
You were that. Yeah. As soon as you went on stage, you were like, "Fuck you guys."
Well.
And then you said it with an accent too.
No.
It was
Mike,
strong,
this is what's starting to happen.
It's great.
This is what's starting to happen. We've been doing comedy a decent amount of time, not long compared to other people, but we've been doing it a while, almost a decade, right? What's starting to happen is I know from looking in a crowd, are these people here for comedy or they're not? So if you're not here for comedy, why are you here? What are you trying to do? And that show we did in the summer, my attitude was like, they're going to clown me, put me on Snap. They were young kids. They're going to clown me, disrespect me. I'm disrespecting you. I got the mic. Remember, I sat up there and I was like, what are you doing? There's a hot girl next to you. You're 24.
And you know what?
You
had the best set of the night out of like 20 comics.
Brian,
I
didn't do my act.
It was an open mic too.
It was a mic. It was in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
There was nowhere to get on stage. It was fun. I had blast. They ended up liking the
You were the best. You were the best one. I went on there and tried to do my material and bombed.
Did you go after me or before?
I went after you.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And you went up there just giving them what you looked like. And they wanted it when you went up there. See, you look like the good-looking asshole guy. And you gave them what they were expecting to see, and they loved it. They loved it.
Wait a second. I look like the good-looking asshole guy.
That's what
you
look
said
like.
20 minutes ago in the beginning of this podcast that I'm plumped. Make up your mind.
But with a suit, you don't see it. That's the thing about a suit. It hangs.
It's how vain I am. Am I handsome, Mike?
Very handsome.
It's like...
I'm not going to tell you're handsome.
Oh, God. I got a wrinkle that I keep dwelling on. I brought it up to you last week at the show we did. I'm like, and you were just... I think you told me to... use some skin ointment. Remember, you were like, what did you tell me to buy? You said for my
cocoa butter. Cocoa. Yeah, that's what black people use.
I'm dead serious. I'm going to CVS. I'm not messing around. After the podcast, I'm going to CVS. I'm going to buy this cream.
You know what those wrinkles come from? All that tanning. That's what happened. Why? What is it? I need to know for me and for all the other black people in the world. Why?
In the world, we currently have 16 people that that subscribed. It's episode 2. No pressure, Mike. The world.
And tell your friends to subscribe.